Hey Guardians, here's our detailed guide for taking down Oryx during the King's Fall raid. This is it, a culmination of everything you have learned from the rest of the raid shoved into a 10-minute moment of gaming bliss, if you can pull it off. The biggest issue I've come across during this section is lack of communication and a lack of knowledge of responsibilities and when they should happen. Let's get the easy stuff out of the way now. This fight requires a lot of the same stuff you have already seen. Snipers are a must, and a heavy machine gun will benefit you a lot too. If you have the Touch of Malice exotic, this is the place to use it. As for classes, you are absolutely going to want at least one Titan with the Blessings of Light Ward of Dawn, and a Night Stalker will help greatly as well. You should already know the room, and the platform buildings should all largely be the same. For roles, 4 Guardians should once again be assigned a platform, and luckily during this fight, you get to choose the person jumping up to the spark. We will call that person the runner. The final Guardian will be a floater clearing ads and supporting the 4 plate jumpers. The rounds all pan out pretty similarly. You kill ads, build the steps by jumping on the platforms in counterclockwise order, kill ogres that drop bombs that hurt Oryx, the runner grabs the aura of protection, you stagger Oryx, detonate the previously mentioned bombs, run for your life, and repeat. During later rounds, instead of running for your life, Oryx will transport you into the darkness dimension. This is similar to the end of the Regicide mission, where Oryx floats around you and your fire team and you have to locate and shoot him. If you don't take down his shade in there, everyone dies. Once you whittle down his health, you face off with Oryx in a DPS rush before sending him off into space, dead. Like always, I'm going to break this down step by step. Get everyone together and pick out your runner, assign platforms, and choose the floater. Remember that much like the previous fight, you must build steps by activating the platforms in counterclockwise order, only this time you start from the place where Oryx slams his fist. You do not have to activate the one under the spark, so that person should help by floating and killing ads and ogres. Once assignments are made, everyone should position themselves between the 2 high platforms and activate Oryx by running near the open end of the ship. Ads will start spawning in the far right and left corners, kill them and also kill the knights that appear up on top in the 2 far platforms. A good strategy I've seen is to use the Night Stalker to lure in and tether all the being taken thralls. This will create a ton of orbs for the rest of the fire team. Once the ads are dead, Oryx chooses a side and everyone should scramble into positions. Oryx will pick a side and slam his fist down on one of the 2 far platforms. This signals the first platform in the sequence, and you start activating the 2 next ones in succession from here. The 4th can be ignored, so that person floats and kills ads. When Oryx slams, the runner and the platform jumper should be ready and waiting to jump up as soon as his hand lifts. Runner goes first, as this will designate them as the torn person. Right after should be the plate jumper on the same platform, and then 2 and 3 can get up on theirs in order. Simultaneously, the 2 floaters should be roaming around and killing the ads, and getting ready to help the platform jumpers with their ogres. This part gets a little tricky. Each platform will spawn a light-eating ogre from the little pool of black liquid near it. They spawn in order from the first platform and need to be killed as quickly as possible. Call out when yours appears and the floaters can come over and increase DPS on them. Team firing the ogres is a top priority, so communicate frequently here and stay away from the bombs they leave behind. Once the ogres are down, the runner should be grabbing the aura, which makes them and anyone in it invincible. They should call this out immediately and head to the far platforms, as a dropship will appear and a knight will spawn with the same sort of shield around it. The runner needs to steal the knight's shield, making it vulnerable. The other guardians, upon hearing the aura pickup, should head over to the center of the map between the 2 high platforms and kill ads, waiting for the runner to arrive. Once the runner steals the knight's aura, he or she should be running to the waiting fire team in the center and shield them with the invincibility bubble. Team fire the knight that is now vulnerable and get ready for some damage time. Now that everyone's huddled together in the center and invincible, it's time to do damage. Oryx will make his way to the platform he punched earlier and do it one more time. This will expose an opening in his chest and is your signal to shoot the heck out of him there in order to stagger him. If you don't do enough damage, you will all die, so give it everything you have. Once stagger time happens, take a second and breathe because it's bomb time. Each person assigned a platform should now rush to the bomb near their platform and detonate it. Do this by standing in the small ring around it while not actually touching the sphere. The 2 guardians left in the aura should be continually shooting Oryx in the chest, and when a bomb detonator's name pops up in the bottom left hand corner of the screen, they need to get back to the aura of invincibility in the middle immediately. Oryx will send out a blast that kills everyone not huddled inside shortly. Once everyone's back, get back into damage mode, shooting Oryx in the chest until he falls off the map. Once that damage segment is over, everyone should get back to their original positions and get ready to run. For this segment, each guardian should run around their designated platform in a circle, and 2 others should find a spot away from everyone else. We use jumping back and forth between the top 2 platforms, and the runner just goes up and down the middle lane. Basically, run around like crazy and avoid running into each other, as it will most likely result in your death. This should last for a little while, and when it's over, get back into positions and repeat steps 1 through 3 over again. The change into the darkness dimension happens when Oryx is below a certain percentage of health. Now instead of running for your life, you should get back to the far side of the map and shoot adds on either side of the big black orb that appears. One by one, guardians will be transported into the darkness dimension and have to locate and shoot the shade inside. While in here, your health does not regenerate, so that Titans should use a Blessings of Light Ward of Dawn as soon as they get transported. Also, if you have Red Death or Suros Regime, break it out. Guardians not transported should be making sure that Thralls and Knights on the outside are not getting into the dimension, as they can make life tough on the inside. Once the shade is defeated, everyone gets thrown back into the map to do it all over again. The whole fight should take between 3 and 4 rounds depending on bomb detonation and DPS from the fire team. Once you lower Oryx's health enough, he will make a final stand in the center of the far side of the map. Give him everything you have here, because if you don't kill him in time, you will all die. Once the deed is done, enjoy watching Oryx's lifeless body float into space and collect rewards. Thanks for watching, everyone. For the rest of the raid steps, how to beat the challenge mode, and some hard mode strategies, head on over to destinydb.com.